What up, boys, girls, ladies, and gentlemen? Back with another one. My name's Trey. Welcome to another video. Today is back and legs. My leg is feeling good. My leg's feeling good. Was still able to get upstairs today. The swelling has not gone down, but I didn't think it necessarily would because I still have that bone bruise. And I did find another cardio machine, piece of equipment that I can actually do and it doesn't cause me knee pain. So I'll kind of show you that later. Gonna do 10 minutes on the bike just at one resistance, just kind of warming up, and then we're gonna move it up and try to get 6-7 miles on the bike today. And I'm trying to really hack this whole working out thing because why not work on multiple things all at the same time? So I do have my elevation mask, which I will be using for cardio after this first 10 minutes. To really just make sure that my lungs feel good. Because yes, I can do cardio now, but it's not like it's super intense cardio. It's not like I'm really stressing my heart or anything like that. So I'm put this on, and hopefully after surgery, after rehab, and I get back and running, my lungs won't hurt necessarily as much as they normally would because I've been training my lungs. Is it placebo? Maybe. But does it make sense in my mind? Yes, it does. So we'll see how that goes. Overall, this week, feeling pretty good. Finally got back in the gym, not feeling nearly as depressed, but I really think that's just because I'm leaving the house now. When you just lay at home and you can't move your leg and you just are like, man, my world's crashing around me essentially, you can get pretty sad. So make sure you're at least getting to the gym, just moving your body in some way, shape, or form. Also think I'm going to try swimming maybe next week. I've never been a huge fan of swimming just because it's hard. I can't say. I'm a pansy. What can I say? I don't like doing things that are necessarily hard, and swimming is a little difficult. But we're going to get better at swimming, at least for the meantime. I know after surgery, I can't go directly into the water because I'm going to be all sewed up and whatnot. But just try a new thing. And I had a dream last night that, I wished that I was more consistent when it came to recording my workouts and recording other things that I'm doing in my life. Like I know I should be, specifically to like grow my YouTube channel and grow my audience and things of that nature. And I remember probably a month and a half ago, I was like, man, I just wish I was more consistent at working out. Well, I didn't know that meant I had to blow out my ACL to make sure I was recording, but God works in weird ways. So next time when I ask for things, I will make sure I'm pretty specific. I'm going to say, God, I wish I was more consistent. Please don't injure me or hurt me or make me cause pain or miss things or be sad or depressed. It's going to be a long list next time. I'm going to make sure I'm very specific because being vague and what you pray for is apparently not it. But I was also thinking, man, I haven't really struggled too terribly much in terms of like physical fitness. Like, yes, I do kind of yo-yo. Like I get super shredded and then I bulk and I get pretty fat and then I end up somewhere in the middle until I get really serious about my workouts and stuff again. So this is just another thing, I guess, to put me on the right path of just being consistent with my health, with my fitness, making sure my joints are good, making sure my diet's right, making sure I'm not eating out, I'm not basically giving myself short-term pleasure in exchange for long-term health, wealth, and happiness, I guess. Like I said, you got to be specific on what you pray about because this ain't it. Especially lower body. I would have taken an upper body injury in a heartbeat. I would have taken a dislocated elbow or like a torn rotator cuff. I'd have taken that one. At least I could still run and walk around. But now it's hard to put on shoes. I've pretty much only been wearing my barefoot shoes. Big shout out to Barefoot because I don't have to tie these and I can slip these on. And it's really easy to get these on compared to any other shoe that I own. So you will be seeing these a lot as of late. I know they look like water shoes. They're not at all, actually, because when you get them wet, they have a sole in it. It's just soggy feet. Not a fan. But, yeah. Overall, update. Happy to be back. Got my buddy Alfonso with me. It's nice to see him. He's on a new work schedule. He used to work out all the time. Love to see that he's back because, look, if you've ever been injured in the gym, the biggest thing that you need is somebody to come bring you the weights, especially when you can't carry them yourself. So, but slowly but surely, getting back. I'm gonna finish this out. This cardio. I'm doing my best to kind of push myself a little bit on cardio. As the last couple of days, I've noticed the bike doesn't like cause pain to my knee. Now my leg hurts all the time, but it's not like a it's not like a terrible pain. It's a pain where I feel it. I'm like, ooh, I probably shouldn't lean that way on the bike, or I shouldn't, kind of turn my hips that way or something. But I just have like a nagging, throbbing pain 24/7, and I've kind of gotten used to now. But I'm just want to make sure that I'm doing exercises that don't cause that to get worse in any way, shape, or form, or at least do my best not to make those get worse. And I'm going to do my best to kind of put all my prehab stuff in one video here. Probably next day I'm off, I'll come into the gym for like all day and really record all my exercises, how I'm doing them, because I know I looked up so many videos of like what exactly I'm supposed to be doing before I have surgery, and there was just so much like different and contradictory information on the internet. One place was like, don't do anything, use crutches 24/7, and then the next video or article I read said if you don't do anything, you won't be able to walk ever again. And the next one was like, well, if you work out too hard, you might lose your leg. So I don't know. So I'm just trying to give you what information has been working for me. And as of right now, stationary bike has been a godsend. Now, obviously, I have pain, but it's not like an unbearable type of pain. If you're having unbearable pain, you feel like your knee's on fire or something, then don't do the bike. I mean, it's kind of dependent on your body. Obviously, everybody's body's different, but we're going to try to record everything, kind of show you. For me personally, workouts have helped dramatically, not only my mental, but just the overall feeling in my knee. I feel like I'm strengthening the muscles around it, which hopefully means that after surgery, rehab is going to be a little bit easier just because I've been strengthening my knee up beforehand. Obviously, I know my leg's going to definitely be smaller. And then I also read a study that said mind to muscle connection is very real when it comes to mirroring. So even though I can't necessarily do all the same exercises on my left that I can my right, I still need to be trying leg extensions, hamstring curls, single leg squats with weight, even though I can't do this on this leg. And somehow it's going to trick my mind to not lose as much muscle on my left leg. Don't exactly know how that worked. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you what I found, and you'll see some of the videos that I actually make in terms of what my leg day looks like. But really appreciate you stopping by, seeing the video. I'm going to finish up on this bike. Like I said, we got 30 minutes and we shoot for about 6 miles, and then we will see you when we get to the workout. If you are somebody new to the channel, make sure to subscribe button and notification bell to get notified every time I post a video, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. How do your joints feel? Because I hope they feel good, because if they don't, you might want to work on that. I promise you, once you can't walk, you're going to wish you did some stretches. But I will see you on our first exercise. So this is another exercise that I found. Doesn't hurt my knee, and it's better than doing it on the treadmill. So normally what I would do is I would just turn around on the treadmill and walk backwards, but you're not really using any of your muscles to really walk. Like the treadmill's walking you, if that makes sense. So this is a really good treadmill that I found. I kind of forgot my gym even had it. I've really never used it before hurting my knee. So we're just turning backwards, walking backwards. There's resistance on it. I have it pretty low, but I'm basically just trying to sit down, walk backwards, slow, controlled, making sure that I get a little bit of my knee over my toes to kind of help me build that quad up. And doing this, I don't feel a lot of stress on like my ACL specifically. I kind of just feel it in my quad and my hamstrings, even a little bit in my lower back. And this is another way to get some cardio in, strengthen up those knees, because like I said, all the exercises that I'm trying to do when it comes to strengthening my knees, I just don't want there to be pain, or I want to try to find exercises that I can feel my quad growing, feel my hamstring growing, and I'm not worried about hurting my knee. So if this becomes my new standard, where instead of running for cardio, I'll walk backwards for cardio, hey, who cares? as long as we get back to feeling good, to being explosive, being athletic, being strong, if we got to do some unorthodox exercises, I'm all about it. So I'm going to do this probably for 10 minutes or so, and I will see you on the first leg exercise. But yeah, if your gym has this specific type of treadmill, highly recommend. I might show you a different variant, which is actually doing backwards sled pulls. So putting the sled, putting some weight on it, and you can kind of do walk backwards. Essentially, this is the same thing, just without weight or needing, the runway to be able to do so. So we're gonna do this about 10 minutes. I'm already sweating. I already got a quad pump. But I will see you on the next exercise. So for our first real leg day back, in which I'm able to record because what was that 3 days ago, 2 days ago, Wednesday, my phone died, so I wasn't able to record it. So I'm starting off with box squats. Obviously, it's a pretty high box, right? But hopefully, as we get into some sets, I kind of get some blood into my knee. I'm going to be able to go to lower boxes and hopefully get a nice little pump. So like I can do this as long as I am not standing all the way up to like really straighten out my knee. Can I straighten out my knee? Yes. So like if I do force it down a little bit, my knee goes straight. But if I stand up and like force it to go straight, I just feel real unstable, like I'm about to fall. So we're just gonna go ahead and probably get in sets of 20 on box squats, and then I'm gonna do a step down variation um, with the plyo box as well. So and with these, so I'm just picking some type of. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh no. My bad.
They put it so close.
Yeah, I know. You can't get in there. You can move it over as much as you want. So. Move this one too, yeah, you're good. And I might even have to move where I do this at because I feel like I'm gonna have something to hold on to. But so picking an elevated surface, and I'm just stepping down until my foot touches barely, and I get back up. So I saw that you're really not supposed to let your like hip like dip down or something. So I don't know if I'm doing this 100% right, but this is kind of, and this is my good side too. So if you're stepping down, stepping back in. Gonna try for 10%. I'm not really sure like where my knee's supposed to track because I feel like sometimes when I do it, it like tracks to the inside, sometimes tracks to the outside, sometimes it tracks straight ahead. But I definitely feel a lot of like pressure around my knee, not necessarily like on my knee itself, but around my knee. And this is probably where I need like to hold on to something. But we'll see if I can do this. Like I said, I'm not standing all the way up, but I might do. So I wasn't really. So I guess I'm doing kind of like a step up for the most part when it comes to this. So on my right leg, I'm not using my left leg to push off of it. I'm just squatting down or bending down, and I'm using my right leg to get up completely. But on this leg, I, I'm, I shouldn't say I can't, but I don't know if I can really do it. So. And right now, there's just so much pressure, like right above my knee and my quad. I don't know if it was doing the like, um, treadmill walking backwards or what the case may be, but yeah, I'm super pumped right now. So I'm basically just doing, dude, I get such a wild pump on that one. But I'm basically just all the way down and I'm stepping up. And I want to get to the point to where, see, that's how I know my hips kind of move down on that one. I could feel that one. But it didn't necessarily hurt, but I definitely feel like it's not a muscle group that I work too terribly often, and I feel that. But I do feel like this box is a little bit high, so I'm probably gonna go to a smaller box, and I might do that just so I can hold on to something because I feel like I need to hold on to something just to be a little bit more stable, even though I was able to do it without holding on to anything. But yeah, so that was set one, and I'm probably gonna be here for a while. So probably 10 sets. I mean, it's only like 100 spots as long as my knees feel good and everything like that. So I'm gonna get this stuff moved around and we'll get into the next one. So for this set, I did move the box down. So I did find a shorter box, and it really sucks because I know my right leg is kind of like obviously like not getting a lot of work compared to my left. Obviously, my left is injured. Everything really gets me a huge pump in this leg, and I feel like my right leg just isn't working. But so we're gonna do 20. I'm trying to change my foot placement ever so slightly just to see if different angles feel better, feel worse. So I feel in my quad, feel in my hamstring, whatever the case may be. And then I'm back to supersetting. So obviously it looks a lot different because on my right leg I am not using my left leg really to push off at all when I'm on my way down. And when I'm doing my left leg, which is my injured one, I am putting I'm pretty much, when I step down, I'm transferring all my weight to my left, and then I'm doing it more of like a step up movement, but I feel a pump and doesn't hurt to where it's unbearable. So I guess it works. So I'm just gonna keep this up. I'm gonna do body weight um, for at least all of today for the most part on everything, just because I am just afraid to hurt my leg. So yeah, but 20 reps. I'm gonna focus on doing some different angles. So I might do kind of like a sumo squat, sumo deadlift out wide. I might put them into like my normal, and I might even move them in a little bit just to kind of hit different parts of the quad and see if any part kind of feels better than the other one. So we're gonna start out with, kind of the sumo squat variation. I feel like this could be a little bit better for me because it requires me to bend my legs more. And the more flexion that I get, the better. So, and I don't have to come as far up either, which is nice. It is kind of weird because my knee clicked a couple times when I did it, and as soon as it clicked, I'm just so afraid that like it's gonna click and I'm just gonna completely like lose the ability to stabilize myself because it still doesn't feel very stable at all. So now I'm gonna move in, do 10 kind of where my feet I feel like should be like the normal stance I should have on squat. 10 more. And 10 each leg. And since it's body weight, I feel like I should just be going into the next set like without any real breaks, because like what does my body really need a break for? I mean, okay, yeah, I'm injured, yeah, but whatever, right? So that was set 2. Geez, 8 more sets. Okay, well, switching it, normal stance. It is nice that I'm able, I know you really can't see it from this angle, but with my right leg, I'm able to hit the back of the box. And with this one, I'm also able to hit the back of the box. Obviously, it's not as aggressive, but I am able to tap it, which is more than, or slightly past like 90 degrees with my other leg. So it definitely seems like the bike, walking backwards, like doing these type of exercises is at least, I guess, getting me more flexion and extension in my knee. So hopefully as I continue these exercises will be good. But I guess I'm just talking because I wanted a break, but whatever. And also, one thing I've noticed on these specifically, so like I'll do a squat, right? So I'm in my up position, and then I'm squatting all the way down, to where like I have no, I don't know, pressure. I don't have any weight on my feet. Like I have it all on my butt, like it's all on the bench. So am I supposed to be taking all the weight off my feet, or am I supposed to be squatting down and like touching it but keeping all the weight on my feet? I don't have great hips either, so whenever I get to this position, I basically have to put weight on the box, or else I just kind of like fall back. But cool. So what that was? One, three, two, three. So I'm gonna do 7 more sets. I'm not gonna bore you. I will record if I end up changing anything. So if I add weight or if I lower the box or do anything like that, I will record it. But for sake of my phone's battery, um, just gonna do 7 more sets, 20 sets of box squats or 20 reps um, per set, and then I'm doing 10 each leg, and I will see when we get to the next exercise. All right, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be our next exercise. So we ended up doing 10 sets of the box squats, and then I don't know what you want to call those, like elevated step downs. Well, obviously, if you're stepping down, you have to be elevated, right? So just step downs, I guess. So now I'm going to do single leg squats on my non-injured leg. So my right leg, standing up, sitting down, standing up. Then on my injured one, I'm going to try my best to do the same thing, but I'm going to use these TRX bands so I can use a lot of my upper body strength to really help me pull myself up. So yes, it's kind of going to be more of a back exercise. And then I also, as you see on my right leg, I am coming all the way up, standing all the way up. On this one, since I can't, I'm kind of just going until I feel a click. And then as soon as it feels bad, so really it's just going to be like half reps, but some strength is better than no strength, right? So I'm going to focus on doing 10 each side, and then probably 4 or 5 sets, because I don't really feel like I'm working. Obviously, my good leg is like, dude, this is just body weight squat. This is like what we do for warm-ups. So I I don't know if I should be using weight on this leg. Like I said, some places I said I should, and then it's going to keep my other leg from atrophying and stuff, but I don't know. So what can you do? So even though I'm really not looking forward to doing this other leg in any way, shape, or form, if I'm being completely honest with you. So we're going to do our best. Didn't feel great. Didn't feel great. I feel like at any point in time, I'm about to catch a cramp. But it didn't necessarily hurt my knee. Kind of like the muscles around my knee. So like upper part of, or I guess the bottom part of my quad, upper part of my shin, upper part of my calf, bottom part of my hamstring. I just feel like they are pumping. And geez, I'm out of breath like that. I'm just out of shape, man. So that's gonna be my plan. One legged. Just kind of going back and forth. Little break and probably 5 sets. Um, so 5 sets each leg, 10, 5 sets of 10 each leg, and then we will get into something else. It's supposed to be legs and back today, but it just takes me so long to get everything set up, move around the camera, hobble around the gym. So I guess it's just leg day, just prehab day. So yeah, um, I guess let's get into our next set. I guess after I find a good old songy song because that's what I do. Especially when I have been sitting down for a little bit. When I initially stand up, I'm just so, I don't know if sore is the right word. I'm stiff. I guess that's the right word. I'm just so stiff. Like when I initially just like stand up, I just have to take so long to make sure I'm like, okay, body, I'm stepping on my leg. Okay, like, help me out here. Oh, the pump. Yeah, we're gonna get 3 more sets of those in. We'll move to the next thing. And if I add any weight or do anything, I'll record those. Well, you know what? I lied. It's more work getting up and turning off the camera than it is just going to my next set. So, whew, 2 more sets. Jeez. I don't know. Maybe it's like just the pain. I feel like when I do it on my right leg, I'm not like super out of breath. I do it to the left leg, and as soon as I start working, I'm like, dude, I am tired, man. But 2 more sets. And maybe leave a comment in the comment section though. Am I even supposed to be doing this? Said it doesn't hurt necessarily. I feel a few pinches here and there, but for the most part, like I can get through it. Or am I really just tearing up my knee? Because like I said, even my ortho surgeon said, he's like, if you can do it, it don't hurt. Go ahead and do it. If it hurts, calm it down. Big guy. Okay, he didn't say big guy. But that's what he meant. I seen the way he was looking at me. He's like, man, big guy. Almost right there. All right. Well, I don't know if it was one set or two sets left. So I guess we're just gonna do two to make sure I'm not missing. But let's get it up. Never thought like body weight stuff. It really this capacity would hurt, or not really hurt, but just make me tired. But don't worry, we're getting back. We're getting back. I said I did 7 miles on the bike today. I did backwards walks for about 10, a little over 10 minutes. We're getting it. We getting it. Let's get this up, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen. Our penguins. Fun fact of the day: Pengu's crypto's pumping. Just want to throw that out there. I do own some. Not financial advice, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, come on. Oh, okay. Love that for us. I'm gonna move on to something after this, but didn't feel bad. Didn't feel bad. I'm definitely weak, but I'll see you on the next exercise. All right, so for the next exercise, we're basically doing hamstring curls, I guess. So I have these little slider doohickeys. One leg I'm gonna keep straight, or gonna keep flexed. Other one, gonna focus on straightening it all the way out, or at least the best that I can. You see, if I just let gravity kind of take it after a while, it does go straight. It just takes a while for it to get there. And then I'm just pulling it back. Oh no, I lost the leg. Whew, that was hard. Oh no. Jeez. Then my plan is I'm gonna superset it with my tibia raises. Cool thing is I did this the other day and it doesn't give me any type of knee pain. So in theory, I should be able to kind of load this up to what I was doing before I tore my ACL, and we should be good. I think I'm gonna do a It's cool because you might not be able to see it, but there is a muscle right there that be popping. I've really been pretty religious about this. I've been doing this for years on my leg days, and it's finally starting to show off. It's a very small muscle group, but you can see it. I don't remember what I was at, so I'm gonna just do 6 more. Just a couple more for the effort. good measure, I guess. So yeah, that sucks. Hamstring curls suck a lot, even if it is just like moving basically on the slider and not actually doing any weight. That's like probably one of the biggest things. I still feel like my hamstring is in like a knot and like the upper part of my hamstring on the back of my leg ever since I tore my ACL. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like the hamstring is stuck like that. So hopefully with some stretching and doing some of these exercises, then my um, hopefully it'll loosen up a little bit or something, because it's pretty tight, man. It is. It's pretty tight. I know it doesn't look like much, but not even a week ago, like I could only do about right here about a week ago. So I know it's not a lot, but it's getting better. I gotta remember to like keep this 3. With really the hopes of all this stuff is that I'm building up the strength in my leg before surgery, so that after it makes rehab even just a hair easier. Which I know it's a lot to ask for, but it actually amazes me that this doesn't hurt my, you know, I don't, so as you see, I try to do 10, like really controlled, a little bit slower, and then the second set or the second 10 reps, I kind of just pulse it out and just try to get more blood in there, kind of get it going. So, what up, baby? What you up to? I thought you was leaving for military no more. Cause you can't go because your shoulder or something. That sucks. Yeah, my ATP didn't go through. That's a bummer. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, so next set, my legs are pumpy, and this is like the first time I've kind of felt my glute muscle, because I don't really know. I don't know how that was. Hopefully it was 10, maybe 11. I don't know. I keep on losing like the thing that's under my foot. But whatever. Well, that's kind of the. I guess I don't have the right angle, but that's kind of the extent of how far I can reach back without feeling pain. I feel a little bit of pain, like I don't know how to explain where it is, but I mean, unless you've torn your ACL before, it's really hard to like explain where it is. Like I know that it's in my knee, but it's not my knee itself, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so I don't know what exactly I'm doing. I just feel like this is stretching, kinda. So doing my best. I guess I don't need that. Like, doing my best to just pick a spot that I know my leg couldn't get to normally, and grabbing the bottom of this and just pulling it to really like get me into a deeper stretch. And kind of as I do it, the more it loosens. Uh, my leg is so sore. We're gonna do one more set of this, and then I'm gonna move on to I think one more exercise. And the problem with me is, if you see my other videos, I like to do a ton of weight, a ton of volume, a ton of sets, and I've really only done two or three exercises. But I might try a leg extension machine coming all the way up on this one. I'm going to do it single leg with no weight on the actual machine itself, and then this one just coming up until it doesn't necessarily feel good. So Jeez. Man. Oh man. Oh my god. Okay, well that's done. We're gonna move over. Try some leg extensions. If not, we're gonna do some uh, lunges, and I will see you over there. So I'm gonna attempt to use this machine. I don't know if I will be able to or not, but I'm gonna attempt to use it. I know I can definitely use it. And low key, it just feels nice, like lifting things up with my right leg. At least one of my legs still feels good. This leg is just so much weaker. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna do this at all, so I'm gonna see. A little bit of a clicking sound, which doesn't make me feel great, but no pain. So obviously, as you see, I can't come all the way up on this leg, but working some. And then I still am doing exercises when I get home to put my leg all the way straight. So I might put my leg on like an elevated platform, lay down, and I'll have my ice pack on top of my leg, or I'll even like wrap a really lightweight around my leg to force my leg to fully extend. So not really something I can do without too terribly much pain, because I feel like whenever I do it without some type of force, making my leg go into full extension, that my bones are just rubbing together. So call that 7? I don't know. So it didn't feel terrible. I mean, obviously there's no weight on it or anything, and like I said, like it's not like my knee. So like this right here on my now, what is my good knee hurts. I can do that on this leg, and it does not hurt. So the good thing is, it's not necessarily like knee pain. It's like my ACL being in pain, which kind of sucks. You're good. Don't worry about it. My boy Chris. Wish I was tall and big like Chris. So switch back to this leg. Five more. I know like I'm holding my knee, but it's just because my quads hurts. This makes me feel really good though. Just like I guess the progress I've had. I know it's been a month since I actually tore my ACL, but I wasn't able to put any weight on my leg. I wasn't able to get around without crutches. I wasn't able to like flex or really extend my knee at all. So the fact that I'm even able to do this, I know it's with no weight, but I'm really proud of you. And I'm talking to me, looking at me, looking at you, looking at me, because you're looking at me watching this, but really I'm looking at me, looking at you, looking at me. And a month time, we come a long way. Think like 5 months. We might not even need to have surgery. Okay, I doubt that. I do not feel stable at all in this leg, but I feel good. 3. I feel like I'm even kind of like connected with my quad a little bit. Yeah, I'm about to cry. I'm so happy about that, man. Oh man, because I was really scared. I was like, I'm not even gonna be able to move my leg again. I'm so happy. Not that I tore my ACL. That sucks. Shouldn't be happy about that. But I'm just so glad I'm able to do like simple things like this. It just makes me appreciate what little muscle I do have on my body. Thing that sucks is since it's been a month since really getting back into the gym and working out, this leg is just so much weaker. And man, I'm just so happy about that. That's a good win. My milestones so far have been, in my opinion, small, but they've been good. I was able to get up the stairs by myself without using the hold it. I was able to do squats on the box. Like, sure, I'm not coming all the way up. Sure, it's not full range of motion, and I know like that's what's really gonna help. But you have no idea how hard it is to just get up off the couch if you're not able to use your other leg. So like, I'm so happy. We'll call that 5. I started talking, I stopped counting. So never sure how many that was. Like I said, I started talking, I stopped counting. Ah, really happy about that. All right, gonna do one more set of 20 on each. I'm gonna then throw on a 45, do a set of 10, and I might even put on like a 10 or something over here because, like I said, I'm not coming all the way up. I think I am coming farther back than normal, but 20 of them. Five more. My other leg is like, why are you working us like this? Why is our other half over there getting to chill? Or that's assume. I'm assuming that's how my legs talk to each other. I'm not sure. All right. All right. So went up a little bit on both sides. 45 on this side, 10 on my injured side. Just gonna do one set of 10. If it hurts, I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to no weight. But it felt good, so we'll see. Look how much I'm shaking. I don't know if y'all can see that from over there, but I'm shaking like crazy. So it didn't feel bad on the first couple, but then after that, like I said, I just feel like my bones are rubbing together. So I think that's going to be my weight progression. It's going to be no weight, 10, and 25 and 45 on that side until hopefully I can get a, I'm just not feeling like my bones are rubbing against each other. But I guess it's going to feel like that for the foreseeable future until my bone bruise actually heals. But I'm so happy about that. Obviously, my right leg is going to be bigger than my left, which it's going to be anyway because it's going to atrophy on my left leg and because I'm doing more weight on one side. But I'm just so happy I can even do that exercise. So what I'm actually going to do now is I am going to do a hamstring exercise and see if I can do the same thing. So range of motion might not be all the way up, but maybe I can do like partials for hamstrings and we're gonna get it. All right, so now I'm gonna attempt a hamstring exercise. Both legs. Okay, I might have to put some weight on it. Um, uh, uh, I don't know. I feel like a 25 is a lot, but I'm doing both legs though, right? I'm gonna try 25. I'm gonna try. I mean, worst case scenario, my good leg is gonna compensate, right? So, I mean, in theory, if it hurts, I'll just stop, or I'll just let my other leg do it. Like I said, I'm gonna be just kind of a big old right leg, I guess. If I can do this without pain or without that much pain, this is a beautiful day. So I did the leg extension you saw on the. So I probably should have done like the 5 maybe or even a 2.5 and not like a 10-pound weight. But I'm really excited about that. Okay, yeah, I can do this one leg. So yo, every day might be leg day from here on out. That's beautiful, man. I got no idea. I just be, and I feel like I'm so emotional as of lately. Like I'm normally not a person that cries unless I'm watching like anime or puppies or something. But like, man, I'm so happy about like these two things just made my whole day. They really did. Um, I felt a little bit of pinching in my knee um, at like certain spots. So what I'm basically doing is I'm trying to bring it all the way down, hit the back of it, let it up slow, and at the parts in which it does click and kind of feels uncomfortable, I'm putting more of the weight on my right leg and like letting it control that and just basically allowing my left leg just to kind of come up and not really move the weight, if that makes sense. And then the rest of the exercise in which I don't have pain, I'm using it to get it down. There's not much weight on here at all. It's only 25, so I feel like my other leg is like, when are we gonna start working? Doing my best with it. Yo, that's great. That's great. That's great. And I feel like the more I do these things, the more like flexion and extension I'm getting. Because I wasn't able to do this like before I got in the gym. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say it till I'm blue in the face. The gym will heal your life. It'll heal your life. So we're gonna two more sets of this. And it might actually be done. I've been in here forever. But feel good, man. Feel good. Feel good. I think that walking backwards, that really felt good. Just like on my quad, I didn't put any pressure on my ACL. So that's going to be a real staple. I might come in here and just do like 30 minutes on the bike in the morning and 30 minutes backward in the evening. Um, as long as my leg doesn't swell up, like when I get home and tonight, like too terribly much, that's uncomfortable. If it swells up a little bit, I get it. I mean, working legs and I have 20 ACL, but if it doesn't, if it's not like painfully swollen, we back in here tomorrow, baby. I do one more set and get up out of here. I feel good. Now when I start walking, I might feel differently, but I feel good. And I got Drake in my ear. Alright, last one. And just like that, workout today's basically complete. One thing I have been doing is just like every hour, if I'm at home or if I'm at work, just doing calf raises. So 20 reps, and I do like 4 or 5 sets of that throughout the day, just body weight stuff. And then I would do sets of 10 on one leg at a time. So I'm not probably going to do, body weight calf raises while I'm here, but I will do them when I get home. That is just another thing that I'm trying to keep up with. Don't have big calves as it is. Well, I can't even flex this calf muscle at all. I just so yeah, but man, I feel like we made a lot of progress today. I made it upstairs. I found another cardio machine that I can use with the backwards walking treadmill. I was able to do leg extensions, did some hamstring curls. I did box squats. Like I said, not coming all the way up, not locking out. When I lock it all the way out, it feels like my bones are just like beating on each other. So I'm trying to stay away from things that hurt, but kind of in that middle range of motion. I feel strong, so I'm like, hey, if it doesn't hurt, let me go ahead and work it, I guess. Let me feel a little bit of pump. Let me get some little muscle I can in my leg before surgery. Surgery's in 2 weeks. But overall, man, I'm just happy to be in the gym, and I think today went really well. This really helped me out because like I said, when it first happened, I was just like, man, I'm not gonna have a working leg. Like, they're gonna have to amputate it. I'm never gonna be able to run again. And I'm not saying that those fears are behind me, but I definitely feel a lot better just about like okay, I'm gonna get through the surgery. It's gonna go well. I'm gonna be positive, and afterwards, I'm gonna be able to return to doing things that I enjoy doing, like working out, playing sports, and that type of stuff. So this really helped me out a lot. I think it's really helped out a lot. But if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. And on Sunday is more of my mobility day, so I will still probably do some exercises when it comes to like my leg, but I will also show you what mobility exercises I'm doing to hopefully gain full range of motion and make sure my hips are good, make sure my shoulders are good, and things of that nature. So I will see you in the next one. Peace.